a little bird told me that it is on Amazon, and not only is it on Amazon, it was for a little while sold out, so somebody's been buying it. Somebody's been buying it, so get yours before it sells out again. Because there's only so many shipments that you could, get it! Anyway, I thought I'd start the day with an extra page of this awesome book. Did we get to page 14 or 15? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to do this part here, starting there. And then we'll move along, because I've got a bunch of things that I got to do, like errands. So, it says, Part 1, History of Ome Wing Chun, Wing Chun Folklore and History. The Wing Chun Fu history that is widespread and well known to most people today originated from a popular piece of fiction called, and I can't read this unfortunately, so you guys are going to help me out there, right? Because you guys can read Chinese, I can't, sadly. It was written by an anonymous author during the late Qing dynasty and was only loosely based on a few real historical events. It later went through several revisions and reprintings. This piece of fiction included stories about the burning of the Shaolin Temple, where just 5 kung fu masters survived against a battle led by white eyebrow Taoist priest Bai Mei, Shaolin Hun Hei. Hi, I don't know. Please help me out. Anyway, there we go. I'm going to read, let's see, just a couple more pages, and then I am off to the races. Quan, Ji Shim, Wu Wai Chen. Sorry, Wu Wai Ken. Okay, you guys read it yourselves. When it comes to names, it doesn't matter what language it is, I always make a mistake. So let's try that again. Quan, Ji Shim, Wu Wai Ken, Feng Sai Yuk, and Ning Mui. Anyway, these stories were extremely popular and mesmerized audiences far and wide. Additionally, as was often the case, these popular stories became even more embellished after generations of storytelling. Later on, spin-off stories were created with new masters not in the original stories, while the spin-offs broke of the new masters' exciting expertise and riveting duels. They were not consistent with original stories. So that's important to know. Sometimes, rumors are rumors, and we get lost. So, yeah, anyway. Instead, they were vastly changed from the original stories, which themselves had not been very accurate. Although these stories inspired many young people to learn Kung Fu, the dedication and incredibly harsh training environment necessary to learn Kung Fu resulted in 95% attrition rate, and most students dropped out within the first couple years of study. Nevertheless, even though true mastery of any kind takes years of dedication and only basic forms and fundamentals were taught in the first couple of years, some of these early dropouts took the opportunity to create their own Kung Fu schools, right? It's those people who just, they don't put the work in, they don't put the hours, and then they think, oh yeah, I think I got it. And then they go out and they make their own schools. Ouch, that's not good. That's how you teach the wrong stuff and people get hurt. Anyway, eventually, because of the abundance of these apocryphal Kung Fu schools, I don't know, is that how you say it? Apocryphal, I think it's apocryphal. As a result, the Chinese National and State Athletic Committee established regulations to prohibit anyone from publishing misleading advertisements of their Kung Fu schools to prevent continuous reinvention of traditional and authentic noble Kung Fu, civilian bloodshed, and fraudulent misrepresentation. It's important, right? Sometimes, people need to step in to stop people from creating things that are just not good for others to adopt. Anyway, since then, the Chinese National and State Athletic Committee of Martial Arts Historical Department published a list of 129 sanctioned Kung Fu styles. Included on this list are the names of the masters and members of the respective styles for public reference. So I guess we should probably read those to find out which schools are fake. Anyway, this was accomplished after decades of extensive public and private research that included analyzing and uncovering public records, newspapers, books, museums, records, police records, interviewing witnesses, and grandmasters of each style under strict guidelines. This book focuses on Yinkaisan branch of Wing Chun, a Taoism-influenced Wing Chun. Despite its secretive nature, it has been one of the most publicly recognized and highly respected styles of Kung Fu in China for the past 70 years, although obviously not very widespread and acknowledged in the rest of the world because, people don't know, right? Anyway, here's another fun image, and we'll probably stop it there because I want you to buy the book. I want you to go out there and buy the book. Do it, buy the book. The influence of Taoism in Wing Chun. It is not the fastest nor the strongest that will always prevail. Instead, the one that is most adaptive to change and half step ahead of often comes out victorious. So, sometimes it's a little bit of a chess game when you get into the battlefield. You put in the work, you put in the hours, but you got to have some strategy going in, or, you could be the better one and still lose. One learns to change with nature by harnessing the Tao. The Tao is the hidden sea, consisting of unseen or mystical energies found in nature from which all things are derived. From a singular source, it changes into 10,000 forms, amalgamating, crystallizing, and dissolving back to its original source. What we see today in MMA is a reflection of the past, the complex amalgamation of striking, grappling, and kicking styles that also previously existed in all monasteries. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys with this very relaxing and beautiful picture. But get your own. Get your own. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That's all for that. Now I'm going to be driving over to do the rest of the things that I got to do because, as you guys know, I've been working on the side panels of the house. And so it's hard work. It's hard work. You got to scrape off all the paint. You got to make sure that the wood underneath looks nice and flat and smooth and beautiful. You got to make sure that if there's any holes that you fix those up. You got to put primer on it. And sometimes you got to paint it. I'm not sure about that though. The paint might not be the best, so I might get some professionals to come in and do the paint. But I got to do all the grunt work first because that's really expensive, and I don't, I'm not made out of money. Anyway, I did show you guys some cool people that you could call if you do have the money to come and fix the stuff for you. Again, I'm hoping that there's no real damage in the actual wood, because if there is real damage in the wood, that won't be that easy to fix. As I drive by something that looks like a very old-fashioned Lamborghini but looks fantastic. Red, if you will. Beautiful. The cars that you see around here are fantastic, guys. Anyway, another reason to come to Irvine, California. Anyway, I lost myself again. Why did I do that? Anyway, so there's a lot that goes on in there, and if you go back some of the videos, you will be able to see which company is in the. I left their card and stuff. You guys should, if you're going through the Irvine, California Woodbridge HOA crisis, where they force you to fix the side of your house, which I don't know. I've spoken to a few landlords and real estate agents, and they say that most of Irvine takes care of that for you, but apparently not me. I'm always the exception to the rule. So I'm having to fix it myself, and some others too. Like my buddy Steve had to have his done. So I don't know. Some of us don't get the same treatment that everyone else gets. So whatever. Anyway, but enough of that. I got to do a bunch of plumbing in the house too, as you guys have seen. Changed out my garbage disposal. That went rather well. It didn't fall on my head. It didn't cause me injury or anything, so I could barely lift it. But plumber, you could go through the Woodbridge pages and you'll find my buddy Hector out there. Hope everything's... One time he reset one of the toilets. He did he changed out one of my boilers, which obviously is not something that I could do because it's so heavy. He brings the muscles and the brains. So anyway, he's I don't know. Is it their algorithm from happening? Just make the live stream work. I don't care who has to do what, but please. I'm ranting again, aren't I? Anyway, I was just making shout outs. I was just giving shout outs to awesome people, right? Like my buddy Hector from Woodbridge Plumbing. I don't know if any of this, he repaired the boiler, he reset one of the toilets, he did a bunch of awesome stuff. And then there's that other Adrian guy that we had that in his team that worked on a bunch of stuff like countertops and stuff in the house, and some of the plumbing also prior to everything. But anyway, awesome people, so I like to do shout outs, those who help out. And again, off the top of my head, I can't remember something roofing, but there's a card. Go back to some of my videos. If you need people to help you through the Irvine, California Woodbridge HOA crisis, where they have you fix the exterior panels of your house, give them a call. I mean, I love doing repetitive work and I love scraping the paints, but you probably don't have the stamina. So call a professional to do it. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. I gotta go back to do more work. I'm here at that awesome place where the birds like to fly over the awesome, I think it's a military base, I don't know. Anyway, if there's a chance, I did bring my new Hubson. I know that the DJI won't let me fly, but maybe Hubson here, the SE. You just want to show somebody something and you can't, because the technology, because then the props get in the way of the logo there. Anyway, having a good time. Do we need to gas up? Let's see. No, we don't need to gas up. I don't need to be in this lane. I'm so lame, people. I'm so lame. Try not to get into an accident. Come on, people, let me through. Will ya? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let's find a safe spot to park this epic vehicle that I'm driving. Wow, look at that. Corvettes. Is it a good time to come? I think so. It's not too bad today. Look at this cool tree. I'm gonna repark a little bit. I'm just not happy with how far left I went there. I want to be in the middle so that I don't accidentally scratch someone's car and they don't accidentally scratch this car. Oh man, I'm tired. I got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna go do the work that I gotta do. You guys have a fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you later when I scrape more paint. Let's hope this awesome drone will allow me to fly here, because DJI did not really want me to fly around here. They said no! And I said, you can't tell me what to do, I'm just like John Locke. I'm not breaking any rules. Anyway, see y'all in the next one. Take care, guys. Have a fantastic day. You deserve it if you watch this show. Because I ruined the day for you. Anyway, laters.